Hi, welcome to this next video tutorial for DT Register 2.7. Uh, this this video is based on version 2.7.0 and we'll be going through the field management area. This is a general field management video. We'll get into more detail of specific field types and functions within some of the other videos. But here just want to show how fields are used. I'm already in the back end. Here, if you go to Components, DT Register, Fields, you'll get to the page that I'm on here, which can also be gotten to from the control panel. Um, as a note, for those who've used previous versions of DT Register, you would have seen that you had default fields and then custom fields. The default fields were the name, address, city, email, so forth, and you had no control over the size of the field, the type of the field, the ordering. All that was hard coded, and then you had your custom fields that you could create yourself, um, and you could order them and configure them many different ways, but they were displayed separate from the default fields. In 2.7, that is no longer the case. Now you don't have two different kinds of fields. You have fields, just one collection of fields. So that gives you a whole nother level of customization that you did not have before. And you'll see here all the fields that used to be default fields, like the name and the organization and so forth, those are listed here just like the custom fields were previously. So I have full control now over every single field. So I can go in, if I want to go into organization and I want to change it, the label to say company instead, or church or something of that nature, I can do it. I don't have to do that in the language file anymore. It's done right here, just like custom fields previously were done. Um, you also see here that each field has a tag, an email tag. Here you can specify what the tag is when you edit or create a field, and that tag can then be used within any email to pull data from that particular field. Within um, you also have here the database name. This is a unique name for each field. This just shows the type of field that it is, the size, if a size applies to the field type shown. The label is what is shown on screen on the form prior to the actual field. Then you have your ordering. Here, using the arrows, you can go up or down and change the order of the fields. And then you have also ordering number, so you can change the numbers around however you want to, and then hit the save icon at the top of the column and it will apply the new ordering. Sometimes that's faster than using the arrows if you have a number of changes to make. Of course, if you unpublish the field, it will not be displayed in any form. You can click on the field name to edit it, or you can check the box and then hit edit at the top. You can, with the box selected, you can publish, unpublish, you can delete a field, or you can copy a field. If you're creating another field that's very similar to one that you already have, you can select and then hit copy and then modify your new field accordingly from the starting point of the copied field. Then you can click new at any point to create a new field. Um, Now we'll get into the details of how to customize the fields in other videos. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the events area, and you can see I'm going to just go into an event, and you can see how you set up the fields. Within each event there's a fields tab. Here you will specify how each field is used within registration uh, per event. When you're setting up your fields, you will have the ability to set these type of parameters as default settings. So when you come into the event, you can set the field to just use the default settings that you've already provided, or you can pick something else and set up this particular field to be used um, specifically in a particular manner for this one event. Um, for each field, if you can mark none, which would mean it's not used at all, you can say it's using individual registration only, group registration only, both, or just the default. So if you pick default, whatever is stored in the field is what's going to be used. Um, if not using default, then you'll have these other options that will be changeable, whether the field is required or not. And then within a group registration, you can mark if it's going to be used for each member in the group, or on the final billing page of the group, or on the member and billing pages. So you have some different options there. If you are using advanced group registration, then that's when you'll have a set of fields to enter for each member in the group. So if you're using the simple group registration, you won't even have member pages. You'll just have the final page, which would be considered the billing page. So set the fields how you wish them to be used for your event. Save your changes, and they will be applied, and you'll see your fields out there. One item to note: if you have conditional fields created, those will not show up in this list. For example, um, I have this field set, the adult or student, that if I select student, then it will dynamically display another field that has the student enter what college they attend. Um, so, but you can see that college or university field doesn't show here because it's a child field of this parent field. So if this field is enabled for the event, then any of its conditional or child fields are automatically enabled. You don't have to enable all of those underneath. So don't feel like if you have a conditional field not showing here, don't feel like something's broke or you've done something wrong. It's not going to show here. You just select the parent level field and you'll be good to go with the conditional fields. Be sure you watch the other videos to see more detail how to set up your fields of the different field types and get into the structure, as it's much more customizable than any other solution that you could be using for this. So if you have other questions, let us know, but just hit the other videos and that'll help you out a lot. Thanks.